Hey everybody, welcome back to Moscow, welcome back to the Moscow Mules. I'm Shea Bowes, still here, you'll be delighted to hear. And of course I'm joined by the wonderful, handsome, intelligent, insightful Augie. You know, I'm just a meat puppet, he's the guy who puts all this together, yeah, for real. And where are we going to start this week, and what a week it's been. Very interesting stuff, lots going on in the US, so let's start there. And let's start with something which might be actually positive. The big Don may actually be going to sit down with Vladimir Putin. And of course, you know, let's face it, the only way the show in Ukraine is going to end is probably if the two bosses, right, Augie, get themselves around a table and sort this stuff out. Let's have a listen to what he had to say. Run the video, Augie.
And for President Trump, Kremlin yesterday said if you are going to Beijing in September, they wouldn't rule out a meeting between you and President Putin. Is such a meeting possible? And how soon do you plan to visit China?
Well, we have a lot of meetings possible. President Xi has invited me to China, and we'll probably be doing that in the not too distant future, a little bit out, but not too distant. And I've been invited by a lot of people, and we'll make those decisions pretty soon.
Interesting stuff, Augie. You reckon it's going to happen within the 50 days, this 50-day timeline that we were told about? Remember, he did say he'd end the war in 24 hours, right, Augie? You remember that one? Remember that chestnut?
Oh, yeah, I do remember, Shane. I think he also promised to stop sending weapons to Ukraine, but just recently he approved $322 million of weapons sales to Ukraine.
Yeah, so there's a bit of Biden 2.0 about this, right? The big Don promised, you know, the game was up for the narco-fuhrer, and we're going to visit the narco-fuhrer and his anti-corruption crusade a bit later on in the show. But the big Don, you know, he did say, right, again, we covered this, you know, we covered this at length, that it was game over, that the wheels were going to come off in Kiev, and they are probably coming off. But it has become a bit of a Biden 2.0. And this was Biden's war, remember? This was Joe Biden's war. If I was the president, it never would have happened. They sent blankets, I sent javelins, I sent the javelin. I mean, it's all a bit cringe. Let's actually have a listen to the big Don reminding us that this is Biden's war. Yeah, we know. Run the video, Augie.
Biden gave away $350 billion worth of equipment, or cash. Worse than equipment, cash. So we want to find out about that someday, I guess, right? But they were supposed to buy their own equipment, but you know, I have a feeling they didn't spend every dollar on the equipment.
Yeah, and of course, the reality, Augie, right here, is that, you know,